What is up, ladder climbers? It is Antoine Way here from Elevate to the Unknown in the Way Report and NextGenHeights.com. And it is Thursday, December the 11th, 7 a.m. Central. And we are live on the Daily Climb, guys. Day two at the AI Summit here in New York. Yesterday, I had a chance to walk the floor. I got a chance to talk to vendors. I got a chance to talk to customers of the company that I work for. I got a chance to watch demos. I got a chance to feel the energy that was on the floor. I got a chance to meet one of you ladder climbers who follow this show. Today, I'm going to tell you what I saw, okay? But before we get there, three things happened in the last 24 hours that I need you guys to know about. Number one, the Fed cut rates to 3.5%. Companies get cheap money. However, we already know your credit card stays at 21%. Number two, Oracle reported earnings last week. I said last week, I meant last night. They missed. Revenue fell short. The stock plunged 11%. This morning, it is dragging down NVIDIA. It is dragging down Microsoft and every AI stock with it. The $300 billion in AI spend. Well, it's first crack in its armor. Number three, tonight after the market closed, Broadcom, they report and they sell the actual AI chips. And if Broadcom misses too, we have a problem. If they crush it, Oracle was just one company. By tomorrow morning, which is Friday, we'll know a lot more about whether AI is real or a bubble. Now, let's get into this first segment, guys. Let me tell you about the AI Summit, okay? I'm here in New York, beautiful venue at the Janik Center. I walked past a number of booths. There are a ton of booths from large companies to small companies to small startups. Every single one of them is talking about agentic AI. Every single one of them are talking about agents, things that actually do tasks for people. Here's what stood out to me. My observations is this. Companies are selling agentic AI tools to really eliminate the need for there to be small tasks to be done. So if you are someone who is doing small tasks at your current job, I don't know what that small task may be. You already know what that small task may be. It could be answering emails. It could be scheduling calls. It could be responding back to customers. If these are tasks that you are doing today, there are companies out here building agentic AI and agents to eliminate that. That's what's going on right now. I work for a company that do this at the corporate enterprise level. We are doing pretty good. We had a lot of people stop at our booths yesterday. A lot of people with interest, especially at the enterprise level. Here's also what I observe. There's a lot of excitement into this space. A lot of excitement. You're talking about there are people from Netflix, there are people who worked at HBO. There's a lot of people who are really focused on the content space as well too, which is where I am. So I was interested in a lot of that was going on from a personal standpoint. And there's so much that goes into AI and the rules behind it and what it's going to do. And if people can customize it and the sounds and all this other stuff, that there's a lot of questions to that people are going to have. And we haven't even touched on a lot of it at this point in time. Here's the thing that surprised me. The thing that surprised me is that there's so many people that's in this space that have an interest in this, but the people that were there, we're only a small fraction of the people that are doing something about it. You think about me being in New York City, I took the advantage to be here because it's in the heartbeat of the United States. And there are people that are very, very excited about this coming from the West Coast, coming from different parts of the world who are at this summit today. And they're all telling their stories, trying to sell, trying to get on board, trying to get seed funding, trying to position themselves as AI leaders. It is pretty darn excited. And what I also know is that we have not experienced the software side of this yet. We are really focused on the investments are focused on the hardware side. And when I think about companies like Oracle, they are on the software side. They have bookings, although they missed their earnings last night. Their stock is down this morning for years out, which means that's going to be the software side. That's going to be the cloud side. That's going to be the infrastructure side, which should be next to come. So there's a lot of excitement going on right now in the AI space. I'm here on the ground, boots on the ground. I have to touch it. What was also cool yesterday, I got a chance to meet Barbara Molden. Barbara stopped and saw me at the AI summit yesterday. I was standing next to my booth and she stopped and said, I know you. I've seen you on your show. So that was pretty cool. I got a chance to meet one of the ladder climbers who watch the show on a daily basis. And it was so interesting because I've seen her name before in the chat. And then I was talking to my wife. I was like, hey, I got a chance to meet this young lady named Barbara. And she was like, was that Barbara Molden? I was like, yeah. I was like, how do you know? She was like, because she's in the chats a lot. So very nice to meet you, Barbara. I'm glad that you got a chance to come up to me. We got a chance to meet. This AI thing, boots on the ground, is very, very important. You get a chance to see exactly what's going on. You get a chance to meet people. It's a fantastic place to network as well, too. You got a lot of students that are here that are from universities who are looking to get positioned with AI companies. And that was really cool as well that I saw. So people are taking advantage of this opportunity, guys, right now. And if you aren't taking advantage of it, you're going to be left behind. Okay. That's the people at the summit. That's my summit recap for today. It's going to be another long day. I'm there at 8. As soon as I jump off this, I'm going to take a taxi over to the Janik Center and be at the booth until 5. And my feet was hurting yesterday, man. But it was a fantastic, fantastic first day at the summit. Let me talk about what went on last night while I was at the summit. Oracle reported earnings and they miss. Revenue 16.06 billion. Wall Street expected 16.21 billion. That's a miss. So the stock is down 11% after hours. And this morning is down a chunk in the pre-market. Now, here's what makes this significant. Yesterday, I told you that Oracle was the first test of whether the $380 billion AI spin is real or a bubble. Oracle sells databases, they sell cloud infrastructure, they sell all of that infrastructure and software tools that AI runs on. And they spent $8.5 billion in one quarter building AI data centers, okay? They just announced that they're spending $50 billion in fiscal year 2026 on AI infrastructure. That's $15 billion more than they originally had planned. And after all that spending, revenue missed. Okay. Now here's the question. Are customers actually paying for AI, or are companies building infrastructure that's nobody's buying? To be fair, Oracle's cloud infrastructure revenue was up 68% year over year. Great things happen on the cloud side. The AI backlog is 523 billion. That's up 440% from last year. EPS beat estimates because of a one-time gain from selling their Ampere stake to SoftBank. But Wall Street doesn't care about anything about backlog. They like to see closed deals. They like to see the revenue. They like to see the bookings right away. So Wall Street cares about revenue now, although they have a huge backlog and it's 523 billion. That's not instant revenue until those deals close. The ripple effect of Oracle missing, Nvidia is down pre-market, Microsoft is down pre-market, CoreWeave is down pre-market, SoftBank is down 7.7% in Tokyo. So one earnings miss and it's dragging down the entire AI trade. So that's the crack that I'm talking about in the armor of the AI world right now. When you see companies like this miss, especially after spending so much money in the infrastructure, when they miss, it's going to drag anything else down. The good thing was, of course, Nvidia beat last quarter; they crushed it. So they are still, holding on and still propping up this economy, in my opinion. Broadcom, that's the next one. They're going to be announcing earnings tonight after the market close. That's going to be the second test. Broadcom sells the actual semiconductors, the chips that the AI runs on. So they're up 76% this year. They are crushing it. They reported 5.2 billion in AI chip revenue last year, or last quarter, excuse me. That is up 63% year over year. So Wall Street expects a revenue of 17.5 billion, EPS of 1.87. Here's why this matters. Oracle tells us that if companies are buying AI infrastructure, cloud, all that other stuff, that's what Oracle tells us, right? Broadcom tells us if companies are buying AI chips. I was next to a booth yesterday super micron or super micro. A lot of people stopped at their desk to look at their big racks and things like that. So companies are interested into AI infrastructure. They're looking at chips and so forth. If Broadcom beats tonight, it means that Oracle was just one company having a bad quarter. If Broadcom misses, that's two misses and two nights. What is that, guys? That's a pattern. That's when people start to use the word bubble. Okay. By Friday morning, when I get a chance to go live, because I'm going to be on a flight at 6 o'clock in the morning heading back to San Antonio, we should know. Okay. We should know. If I miss tomorrow, I'll give you guys an update sometime tomorrow afternoon by a quick live session that I'll do. All right. Quick recap on the Fed decision yesterday. The Federal Reserve cut rates by 25 basis points. That's 0.25%. Federal rates is now 3.5% to 3.75%. This is the third consecutive rate cut in 2025. Here's what that means for companies and banks. They borrow money at 3.5%, cheap money to invest in AI, to buy back stock, to invest in companies, to invest in their executives, to invest in you. For us, normal consumers, credit card rates are still up there. All right. We are still paying the high interest rates on credit cards. Get rid of your debt, guys. That's the end of that's the end of it. Get rid of your debt. But here's what Chair Powell said that matters. He said that the Fed is now well positioned and essentially on hold. They are only projecting one more cut in 2026, so they are done cutting aggressively. He said this: the labor market appears to have significant downside risks. So he's still talking about jobs. He also says that the Fed sees weakness in the job market and they are worried. So you're worried about getting your next job. You're worried about getting a promotion. The Fed is worried as well too. So the quit rate, we talked about that on yesterday, at a 5-year low. The Fed sees it. The more unemployed workers, then there's way more unemployed workers than job openings at this point in time. So the Fed sees that as well. The Fed sees the great stay that people are staying at companies. So they're cutting rates at this point in time to help. So this should hopefully, if companies do what's right, this should hopefully provide some relief going into 2026 for companies to do more hiring, for startups to get more funding, and so forth. Okay. I would advise you, if you're looking for a new job, consider a startup. This is going to be the time where startups are looking for some really good people. Consider looking at a startup. You don't have to go to one of those big companies like the Microsofts. Those guys are doing some interesting things at this point in time, being they are so big, and there's agentic AI getting ready to start taking over, and they're not going to need as many people because they want to move fast. One more story before I go. Yesterday, Google CEO Sundar Pichai, he did an interview with BBC. He said this: AI is the most profound technology humanity has ever worked on, and it has the potential for extraordinary benefits. And we will have to work through the societal disruption. Work through societal disruption is what he said. He also said this: no job is safe, including his own as the CEO. Here's what's interesting. I'm standing at an AI summit. I'm watching companies demo tools like automate customer service and automate coding and automate data entry and automate content, automate building content, automate commercials, automate creating marketing videos. And on the same day, the CEO of the company that builds AI is saying we are all going to suffer through it. This is not doom and gloom, but that's what the CEO of Google said. And he's one of the companies that's building one of the best AI large language models that's out there with Gemini. So the question isn't if disruption is coming. The question is, are you positioned for the disruption? That's why we do this show. That's why I talk about the certifications. That's why I talk about the opportunities that exist. That's why I talk about the skills. The people building AI aren't hiding what's coming. They are telling you directly. If you're on the ground right now and you're in the middle of it, you're going to have a lot of energy. People are excited about it. I'm very excited about it, about the opportunities that exist. I'm very excited about I can code an app. I'm very excited about I can create an agent. It's really about the time that you invest in learning this stuff. I was watching a video this morning about how to get the best out of my prompts. It was pretty exciting because I learned something new. It's from the MIT monk. It was fantastic. AI is what it is. You should be learning it. That's how you're going to get ahead in this gold AI rush that we're in right now. Your actions for this week, of course, the Microsoft Ignite Challenge, December the 15th, 4 days from now. Complete any of the Ignite challenges, submit your entry form, get a chance to win one of the 5,000 vouchers for 50% off any Microsoft certification. Here's the thing, while Oracle missed earnings and the Fed is warning about the labor market risks, and Google CEO is saying that we have to suffer through disruption, you better be getting certified. You better be learning AI. You better be learning the future. That's how you're going to get ahead. Guys, this is Thursday, December the 11th. I'm getting ready to be at the AI Summit. It's going to be day 2 of the AI Summit. Here's what's happening. Oracle missed last night. Broadcom reports tonight. The Fed cut rates to 3.5% for companies. Google CEO says we all have to suffer through AI disruption. I am standing in a room full of people that's building the tools that will either create your next opportunity or eliminate your current job. I'm in this position. I'm in this space. This was the space that I wanted to be in. By tomorrow morning, we'll know. Broadcom reports tonight, and hopefully I'll get a chance to come to you and break down the results of that. You got 4 days left on the Microsoft Ignite. Position yourself to be certified. The great resignation, and I said recession yesterday. I heard myself when I listened to the video. The great resignation is over. Companies are in control. You have to make sure you have the skills. And the AI disruption, it is here. It is not coming. It is here. Choose intelligence. Choose artificial intelligence. Choose that over emotion. Keep learning, guys. We'll see you in the next one, okay?